Welcome to Cloud Climb.
Hi and welcome to Cloud Climb. Today I'd like to show you how I can connect my hard drive to my Samsung Dex Station. Now there are usually two types of hard drive that you would connect, which would be a USB 2.0 hard drive or a USB 3.0 hard drive. The Samsung Dex Station only has 2.0 ports. So if you wanted to connect a USB 2.0 hard drive to those ports, it would connect absolutely fine and it would be able to power the hard drive to read and write it. With a USB 3.0 hard drive, the hard drive either needs to have its own power supply already, which would be connected directly to the hard drive, or you would need a USB 3.0 powered hub, which is what I have. So I've got a hub with 7 ports on it and a USB hub with 7 ports on it, and that's a powered hub. It has its own power source going into it. I have a USB 3.0 1TB Samsung M3 hard drive, which I'm going to connect to it now. And with your hard drives, you'll find that most of the time they come in an NTFS format, which enables you to read that data on most of your devices, including Windows devices, televisions, things like that. But on the Android, on the Samsung Dex, it wants to read it like a flash drive, which means it needs to be in an exFAT format. I have formatted my hard drive. It was an NTFS format. I've formatted it to an exFAT format so that I can read it instantly on my Dex Station, although it will not work now on my television. So if I wanted to read the data on the hard drive on my television, I would have to change that to an NTFS and copy the data back over. So I'm going to show you now. So I've got my internal phone storage. So you can see here 64 gigabytes there, and SD card. I've got 119 gigabytes there. And then on my USB storage, you can see there. So this is my 1TB hard drive that I can access on my Samsung Dex because it's in an exFAT format. The reason I've done this is because I prefer the Samsung My Files application. I like how clean it is, how it looks. It's very minimalist. I like using this application for transferring and storing my files on. So you can see here, it's nice and easy to use. Here's an example of a file on here. It's nice and it's instant reading that information from that file. And if I want to add a file, it's, I can create a folder. It's all nice and easy. So test, create. If I wanted to move a file, I can just right click, paste into here, and now it's in this folder. It's nice and easy to use. And if you want to do multiple files, it's just as easy. So this is why I use the My Files option with the exFAT format on my hard drive. There is a workaround if you don't want to format your hard drive and you want, and it is an NTFS or other format, and you want to read it on your Dex without reformatting anything. And to do that, you need to go to the Play Store and you need to download an app called Paragon. It's this one here, which is Microsoft exFAT NTFS for USB by Paragon. And you can see here, for the full features to read and write, you will need to pay. If you're going to do it, I recommend just spending the $9.99 rather than having to buy, you're future-proofing yourself for the other formats that you may need to use in the future. And once you've done that, you'll be able to read and write the NTFS from your Dex within this app. The only reason I don't use this anymore, because it does work brilliantly, it does exactly what it says it's going to do. The only reason I don't like using this app is because it will prompt you in the app for the file explorer that you have to use, which is Total Commander File Explorer. And there's nothing wrong with this app in terms of the way it works. I just don't like the way that it looks. I think it's dated, and I just don't like the way that it looks. So purely for that reason, I don't use this anymore. And I'm happy to use the exFAT format on my hard drive with the My Files app. So if you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments. If you're aware of any other apps that can do this kind of thing, also please let me know in the comments. I haven't found any. Until then, goodbye.